Hey, come here. Let me show you something. This piece of art was made by someone named Ayala on Twitter. She is a practicing prostitute, or maybe she's an ex-prostitute, I'm not really sure. But she pretends to be a scientist online, and she asks her audience of gooners questions about sex, and then puts them into a chart or a graph. This is not comprehensive by any means. It's just a few examples that are pretty funny, to me at least. You know, if you really want to go check out the rest of these examples, just go follow her Twitter and read some of her stuff. It's pretty entertaining whenever these pop up on your timeline. But anyway, back to the non-consensual touching chart. By the way this works is it's on a score of 0 to 100, 100 being a crime, 0 being not a crime. Anything in between is a gray area, I guess. I'm just going to go over a few of these because some of them really irk me. For example, a person with Down syndrome eagerly has sex with a neurotypical. First of all, eagerly doesn't benefit your sentence there at all. Second of all, I don't think most Down syndrome people can consent, and this should classify 100% unequivocally as rape. It should be a crime to do this. However, the people she asked on Reddit and Twitter seem to disagree and only gave it a 17 out of 100. This should not be anything close to okay. This should be 100% a crime. Moving on, we have a 16-year-old eagerly has sex with a 26-year-old. Now, I know, let's be clear. Reddit people and Twitter people, all of them are degenerates. They're all gooners. I know. They wish this was acceptable in society. But it's not. This is 100% a crime. By all legal and moral definitions, this is a crime. Every Minecraft YouTuber, this is the final end for their channel. This crime right here. So I don't know how you could only give this a 46 out of 100. How this could ever be considered gray area. This is a crime. Children under the age of 18 cannot consent in any legal or moral or intellectual way. The frontal lobe doesn't develop until like 25 or something like that. So either way, you can't consider this a gray area at all. All right, now we have kind of a funny one that isn't a non-consensual touching whatsoever, and it's stealing money back after paying a sex worker for sex. This one's just kind of funny because I bet this happened to her at some point, and she really wants to get on her soapbox and claim she was molested by this guy, but I mean, I don't really have to break down the philosophical implications and why this isn't rape, because I think we all understand that it's not. But the fact that this scored almost as high as the statutory non-consensual touching, and twice as high as taking advantage of a mentally disabled person, it's just insane to me what these Twitter, Reddit gooners think is okay. Feel free to pause the video and take a look at some of the other ones. Most of them aren't as bad as the 3 I mentioned, but those 3 just kind of stuck out to me as some of the worst examples on this list. So now we get into her medical practice, which is her recommending everybody take LSD if they have any small amount of anxiety or some tiny little mental issue. You should definitely take it. And you know, her only defense for why she thinks this way is that sometimes it helps people. I don't know if you know anything about LSD or psychedelics, but sometimes when you take them, you can go into a permanent state of psychosis because you fuck your brain up too bad. I knew a guy who fried his brain on Molly, which isn't psychedelic. But if you can do that on Molly, what can you do on LSD? Especially LSD you're getting from some guy who probably got it from some other guy who makes it in his bathtub. I mean, this is really dangerous stuff that we're talking about, and she's just openly recommend, just take it. Just have fun with it. See if it cures your small anxiety from your mom being mean to you one time. And the last thing, and by, once again, no means is this a comprehensive list of all the stuff she's done. I just thought of some of the funnier things that I can remember that she's done in recent memory, but hey, there's plenty more. She's been on the internet since 2012. She's probably been a prostitute for much longer. So if you want to go explore, feel free. But this is her birthday gangbang, where she had 1,604 people respond to her survey. And this is just her exit survey of that day and what happened and how much fun everyone had. I don't really have much to say about this one other than
this makes me cringe. It's embarrassing.